Before the Word became flesh, the incarnation, there was the Annunciation by the angel Gabriel to a young girl named Mary. I think it was news that every Hebrew girl dreamed about, hoped for. Dr. Evans, did it happen here?
It could have. We don't know for sure, but if it wasn't here, it would have been a place a lot like this.
And in Nazareth, we are in Nazareth.
That's right.
This is the Church of the Annunciation. And Gabriel was busy that season. She'd already been to Elizabeth's husband with news of Zechariah, to Zechariah with news of John the Baptist on the way.
Right.
Mary, my version of Bible, this is the New Living Translation, says that she was confused and disturbed when the angel confronted her.
Yeah, she should be too, because even though this would have been welcome news and very exciting news, it would have been fearful, because this is an awesome responsibility, and it could have led to, well, very serious opposition and danger for herself and for her fiancé, Joseph.
Because they were engaged.
They were engaged, not yet married, and so she also would recognize there'd be social stigma too. It would be, well, a pregnancy before their marriage would be awkward and difficult to explain.
Now, I was thrilled to hear, and this is new to me, the words the angel spoke to Mary were very familiar to her.
Well, that's right, because we didn't know until the Dead Sea Scrolls were recovered and a particular text was published 30 years ago. We did not know for a fact that the language of the angel would have in fact been part of a well-known messianic expectation. Let me explain. The angel says to Mary that her son will be great. He will be called Son of God. He will be called Son of the Most High, and that he would reign forever. Those are four key elements, and all four of them appear in an Aramaic text from the 1st century BC. That is the very language of Mary and Joseph, the very same four things. And so when she would have heard that, she would have known, uh-oh,
this is it.
This is a big announcement. This means a change for Israel and a change for the world.
What about seeing an angel? How familiar would Mary be with the possibility of an angel appearing?
She would know from Scripture, of course, that an angel of the Lord, Malach Yahweh, is something that does happen from time to time, but it still would have been frightening. Sometimes the angel comes with really wonderful news. Sometimes it could even be an angel of judgment. So I can easily imagine her mixed feelings, her fear, not knowing what does this mean for me.
Now, Joseph is going to become part of this event very quickly. We know it was initially traumatic for him. He would have been quite a bit older than Mary. I'm wondering too where you put her age. I've heard everything 12 to 15.
I would think she would have been at least 15, 16 years old. How much older Joseph would have been, I don't know. I know some say, oh, he was an old man, this is his second marriage, but this is a later tradition. There's absolutely no early evidence for this. So I'm assuming that he would have been some years older, but not necessarily many years older.
Maybe 25?
He could have been in his 20s. That's very, I think, plausible.
It was a priority to be able to provide, to have a livelihood.
Sure. He probably by then would have been well established as a builder, or as we popularly say, carpenter. So he would have been in a position to care for his new wife. It's just that her pregnancy came a bit early and would have been quite a surprise to him too.
Well, thankfully, he also had an angel visitation in a dream that quieted his fears. And I guess maybe we're most impressed that despite her fear, and the angel said, "Don't be afraid," Mary readily said, "Be it unto me according to your word." I'm in. I will obey.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with her response. She doesn't express doubt. She doesn't try to push it away. When she realizes this is for real, this is an angel who has conveyed to her a message from God, which is what an angel does, she then submits herself and says, all right then, may the Lord's will be done. May it happen to me, whatever is in God's plan. And I admire her for that.
I love that the Lord supplied encouragement with really another miracle in an older cousin, too old cousin, being 6 months pregnant at the time.
And you know,
Elizabeth.
I think that's interesting that you mention that, because it could be that Elizabeth's surprise pregnancy and later life may well have conditioned Mary to some extent and prepared her for this very unusual announcement.
So guess where we're going next? We'll be coming to you from the little town of Bethlehem.